Yo guys, what's up? I got the plays for you today in the WNBA. We got the best picks today. We got 4 picks, and once again, we cashed out yesterday. Guys, it has been non-stop cashes this week. Just a couple days ago, we went 4 for 4 right here, and then just yesterday, we had another green day going 3 wins and 1 loss. But guys, because we're playing these on Underdog, because we're playing them as 4-man flex plays, which is the best play in all of sports betting, we are making money. We got 1.8x cash on this, and this was a 4 out of 4 or 3 out of 4 entry from the day before. Very, very good stuff. Now, real quick, drop a like on this one. Takes you 2 seconds, completely free. Let's try to get 20 likes. And now let's talk about my best advice for anybody trying to make money on sports, trying to make money sports betting. And this is super important because we're about to get into the NFL season. It's less than a month now. And if you guys are not stacking cash in your accounts, you are not going to have enough to make money when the NFL season rolls around. This is what I do every single year. In this last month or two, I stack as much in my accounts as possible so that when the NFL season hits, we are ready to play a lot and make a lot of money. It's insane, the boom that comes with NFL Week 1. And the best way you guys can stack cash in your accounts is by taking advantage of sign-up bonuses. This is on PrizePicks, Underdog, and Rebet. They have insane sign-up bonuses that you guys can basically claim a free $300 in the next 10 minutes if you lock in using my code on a couple of these apps. So, PrizePicks, when you play your first $5 on them, if you win your entry, you get $150. Boom, just like that. Super simple and super easy. It's basically available in every state, so make sure you guys are locked in on PrizePicks. And that is when you sign up with code BAM. On Underdog, you can also sign up with code BAM, play your first $5, and you get $50. If you win your entry, if you lose your entry, they're paying you out $50 no matter what. And on Rebet, if you play your first or whatever you put in, they're doubling that. So you put in $10, they're giving you $20. You put in $20, they're giving you $40. You put in $100, they're giving you $200 to play with. And that is when you sign up with code FFBAM. Now, why do I mention this in every single one of my videos? Because this is the most important way to make money. You guys are watching this video because you want the best picks for tonight in order to make money. And I'm telling you guys, the easiest way to make money is by not locking in any picks tonight. The easiest way is by signing up on a couple new apps using code BAM and code FFBAM in terms of Rebet. And if you guys are not willing to do that in order to make money, I genuinely can't help you because what else am I supposed to do except help you guys make money? And if you don't want to do this, I guess you just don't want to make money. That's all I'm going to say. Now, let's get into the picks for today because once again, we got 4 WNBA picks and they're going to be absolutely sick. Let's try to go 4 for 4 right here. Hit that like button if you haven't already. These are going to be our 4 picks for the day. And we are locking this in over on Underdog as a 4-man flex play. So without further ado, let's hop into the picks. Well, actually, real quick, I send out picks on my Discord every single day. We got a completely free community. So I want to make sure you guys are in the Discord. Is the first link in the comments of this video. And we got almost 2,000 members in there. So if you want to make money and you like sports betting and you want more bonus free picks, join up in the Discord. Now, let's get into the picks for today. We're starting off with Alanna Smith on the under at 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. This is one of the better plays you will see genuinely all season long. She has hit this on the under in 24 out of 25 games this season. This line is just straight up too high. She's hit the under in so many games, it's ridiculous. She had one pop-off game where she went for 21 points and 11 rebounds. Yeah, it's pretty rare. And you might see, well, actually there are a couple players who are potentially injured in this one, right? Even if you look at, well, when is Clark out, right? Someone who plays her same position. Smith is still hitting the under in 8 out of those 9 games when Smith plays and Clark doesn't. So even with injured players, even with Ozzie Fudd, high scorer, right? She's hitting the under when Ozzie Fudd doesn't play. Smith is still hitting the under here in every single game this season. It makes no sense why you are looking at a player like this and going, well, it makes sense that this line is too high. It's genuinely ridiculous. Yeah. Is the defense a difficult defense? No, right? It's going to be one of the easier defenses. So you might think, well, she might go over on an easier defense. Well, look at the head-to-head, guys. She hit the under both times. Yeah. Was she playing a ton of minutes? No, not in all of these games. But even if she does play more minutes, say she doubled this, even tripled her production right here around a month ago in July, she still would not have hit this line. The bottom line is this line is too high. Do I project more than this, what's happened the last couple times she's played? Yeah, but we're talking 23 PRA for someone whose average on the season is less than 10. Yeah, I'm not buying it, guys. I'm taking the under right here for Alanna Smith. This is one of the better plays you will see this season. Now, getting into play number 2, we're going for Janelle Salaun on the over at 12.5 points and assists. This is another very, very good pick. You can see she's hit this in 7 of the last 10 games. Over the season, she's hitting this at a near 60% rate. And this is, once again, a sneaky great matchup. You might look at this and go, well, the points defense looks good, but the assist defense looks kind of mid, right? Well, if you sort it by just her position, the points defense then becomes elite, and the assist defense becomes genuinely one of the worst in the league, right? And that's what you're looking at. You're looking for bad defenses when we're taking Salaun on the over. Points and assists at 12.5. She is going up against the 12th best points defense and the 14th best assist defense. This is such a good matchup because you got to look at it to her particular position. And you don't believe those stats? Just look at the data. In the last 3 games she's played up against this team, she's hit the over in 2 out of these 3 games, averaging 18 points and assists. Well, averaging 14, median of 18 points and assists. And all we need today is 13 points and assists to get the green. Another very, very good pick that you guys can go ahead and lock in right here. Now, getting into play number 3, it's going to be Courtney Williams on the over at 17.5 points and assists. We actually do like the points and assists over here on this channel. And this one is going to be another good one. You might look at this in the last 5 and say, well, it doesn't look great. She's only hit this in 3 out of the 5. Same with the last 10. Doesn't look too good. Well, look at it over the season long, guys. She's hit this in almost 70% of her games this season. And 70% is a huge number. To give you guys an idea of what a example prop hit rate you really need to get at in order to be profitable on these sports books. On most sports books, if you hit at a 55% rate, you will be profitable. If you just play straight picks or if you just play the right slip types on DFS apps. On Underdog Fantasy, you need to hit at 52%. If you can hit at 52%, you're profitable. If you play 4-man flexes, we'll get into that in a bit. But Courtney Williams here, she's got on the over here in 60 or 70% of her games. And now she's going up against one of the best defensive matchups in the league. And when I say best defensive matchups, I mean one of the worst defenses, one of the most favorable matchups for someone who you want to take on the over in points and assists. 13th best defense, 15th best defense, 2 points and assists respectively. This is a lovely matchup, and she's hit this in both times that they have faced off this season, going for 20 PA and 22 PA. This line at 17.5, yeah, you guys know it. I know it too. It's too low, and we're hitting the over right here at 17.5. Now, getting into play number 4, it's going to be Napheesa Collier on the over at 30.5 PRA. This is one play that I found using DailyGrindFantasy, which is basically just a tool that you guys can use to make money and to look at, well, what is this projected compared to other sports books, right? For example, I'll give you a quick example. Olivia Miles on the under at points rebounds at 23.5. This is a very good pick because other apps simply have it at a lower line. FanDuel's got it at 22.5, Caesar's got it at 22.5, 22.5, 22.5, and Underdog has it at 23.5. Now, this is another pick I love. If this is still here at 23.5, I would take it. But the odds are this will be bumped by the time you guys see this video, which will be around, 30 minutes after I'm recording this right now, because these lines move fast. So that's why you got to be on a software like DailyGrindFantasy. You can check it out with the link in the description on a software like this so you can look it up, pull it up on your tab, and then look at it, lock it in your phone. Super simple, super easy. And within seconds of the lines shifting, you've already put money on it. It makes way too much sense to use software. And people who use software are just straight up going to be ahead of people who don't use software when it comes to who's going to make money sports betting. Now, I found this play for Napheesa Collier. The reason I like it is because basically every other app has it favored lower, right? Fanatics has it at minus 125. Same with DraftKings. FlipFut is at minus 130. Sleeper's got it at minus 140. And other apps just have it higher. PrizePicks has it at 31. And Score's got it at 31.5. And Underdog is sitting here at 30.5. Yeah, it's too low. We're locking in the over. She's also hit this in more often than not this season. Obviously, not a huge sample size, but I still do like this one on the over for Collier. And that's going to be play number 4. One more thing before I get you guys out of here. Every single person watching this video should be on Underdog Fantasy. And I'm not just saying this because I want you guys to get on an app, any other app. This is genuinely the best app in the world right now. The best app for you guys to make money sports betting because of this. The math makes too much sense. If you guys are not on Underdog yet, okay, let me see if I can move this around. There it is. If you are not on Underdog yet, you're losing money. Right now, if you are playing 4-man flexes on Underdog Fantasy and hit at a 51.8% hit rate on each individual pick, if you're hitting each pick at a 51.8 hit rate, right, you are breaking even. That is insane. If you're hitting at a 52% or higher, you are making money. You need to be 2 percentage points better than a random 50-50 coin toss, 2 percentage points better, and you will make money. You don't need to get an A+. You need to get a 52% hit rate on your props, and you will be making money on Underdog Fantasy. Now, you might say, well, why does it matter if it's on Underdog, right? If I'm hitting 52%, surely I'm profitable on any sports book. Well, no, because the sports book matters, and the slip type matters. This is if you're playing 4-man flexes on Underdog, which is the best slip type in the world right now. But if you're playing, say for example, the most popular slip type, the 2-man power over on PrizePicks that pays you out 3x, well, you're going to be bleeding. Because if you're hitting at a 52% hit rate, that might seem good. On Underdog, they're paying you money for that. On PrizePicks, their bar is set up at 57% hit rate. If you hit at a 57% hit rate, then you will break even on PrizePicks playing 2-mans. The game is a maths game. And if you guys don't want to do math, well, just listen to the guy who literally does math for a living. Lock this in on Underdog Fantasy. Take 4-man flexes on Underdog Fantasy and thank me later. You will see your bankroll balance go through the roof, just locking in the exact same picks that you usually do. That's all I got. I appreciate y'all watching the video, and let's make some money on the WNBA over on Wednesday.